Good to see you back, guys. Again, I'm back with a new tutorial related JavaScript. And in this tutorial, we are going to learn JavaScript date methods. To use date methods, we need to create a variable date object. As you can see, we assign a variable as a date object. After that, we can use the date methods. Otherwise, we cannot use the date methods. And remember, after assignment operator, you need to use this keyword, new date. After do that, our variable become a date object. With the help of this variable, we can use any date methods. Here you can see total 16 date methods. And I'm going to cover all of this in this tutorial. So let's start the practical and see how it's work. As you can see, side by side, I open my Visual Studio Code editor and my browser using Live Server extension. And I already created an HTML document named index.html. So as I told you, at first, we need to create an object. So here I'm going to type var, and our variable name is now, equal to, we need to type new date, then round braces. Now this variable become date object. And if I print this variable in my documents, so here I'm going to type document dot write, instead the round braces, I'm going to type now. And so I'm going to end this line. If I set this file, you can see the result. You can see in my browser, it print the complete date. First it print the day, then its month, then date, then year, then hour, then minute, then second. And it also print my time location, GMT, Indian Standard Time. And remember, this function get the time from your local computer. The time is not come from the server, because it is a client-side script. First it load in your system, then it run. That's why it print your system date and time. Now, let's start our first method, which is toDateString. So here I'm going to type now.toDateString. And then we need to pass the round braces. If you want to print your date in a readable form, in that case, you can use this function. If I set this file, you can see in the browser, it's print Sunday, October 23, 2022. So basically, this function return day, month, date, and year. Let's talk about our next date methods, which is getDate, getFullYear, getMonth, and getDay. So let's start the practical and see how we can use these functions. So at first, I'm going to duplicate this line and comment out previous one. I'm going to start with getDate function. If I type getDate here, and then set this file, as you can see, it simply return the current date, which is 23rd. Our next method name is getFullYear. So here I'm going to type getFullYear. If I set this file, you can see the result. It's written 2022. If you want to print only the current year date, in that case, you can use this method, getFullYear. Now, let's talk about our next function, which is getMonth. So here I'm going to type getMonth. If I set this file, you can see the result. It's written the month number, 9. 9th mean October month. Now you might think October is a 10th month. Then why it's written 9? Because this function count month from the 0 index. That's why it written 9. And if you want to return the weekday, in that case you need to type getDay. If I set this file, it's going to return 0. Let me show you. Because today is Sunday. And as I told you, it starts from 0 index. That's why it returns 0. But what if I set any date to this object? Let me show you. So instead the round braces, I'm going to set a date. January 5th, 2010. If I set this file, you can see it's written 2. It's mean according to this date, it's written the day number. And it was Tuesday. Similarly, if I pass getMonth here, and then set this file, now you can see it's written 0 because January is the first month, and as I told you, it starts from 0 index. That's why it's written 0. So if you want to extract any date or day from the past, you can use this methods. Our previous functions are related to date, month, year, day. But now we are going to learn time related functions. Get hour, get minute, get seconds, get milliseconds. So let's see how we can use these methods. So at first, I'm going to remove this date. And I would like to work with current time. And now I want to extract the hour from the dates. So I duplicate this line and comment out the previous one. And here I'm going to type now dot get hour. Get hour. If I set this file, you can see in my browser it returns 70. It's mean 5 PM according to our local time. And if you want to get the minutes, just you need to type get minutes. If I set this file, you can see the result. It is 5:05 PM. And if you want to extract the seconds, yes, you can. Just you need to type seconds here. Now dot get seconds and set this file. It's written 2. Our next method is get millisecond. So here I'm going to type get milliseconds. If I set this file, you can see the result. As you can see, it's print 566. So these are all the methods related gates. Using this method, we can extract current year, current date, current minute, current millisecond, etc. Now, let's talk about our set methods. Using these methods, you can set any old dates from the history. Also, you can set future dates. So let's start the practical and see how we can use it. So here I'm going to use setDate functions. So I'm going to type now dot setDate. Then inside the round braces, you already know that today is 23rd. And here I'm going to set 27. And if I print this variable in my browser, let me show you. If I print now and then set this file, as you can see, it set a new date to our time. And also you can see 27th October would be Thursday. And if I show you my calendar, let me show you. As you can see, October 27th day is Thursday. And similar to set date, we can set full year. Let me show you. So here I'm going to pass set full year. And here I'm going to pass a year 2023. And if I set this file, you can see the result. Now the current date is 23rd October 2023. At the similar way, you can set time, millisecond, etc. So this is it for this tutorial. In our upcoming tutorials, we are going to start DOM, Document Object Model. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial.